Hi everyone, it's Tracy here from Art Fiber Stitch. I'm just showing you some of the leaves that we have been making, and I've been using them in this project. And this project is a bird's nest. I'm just going to give you a quick update. Now, I used some wool felt, orange color. I cut sort of a rounded circle out of it, and I cut those little U shapes out. And I have been adding bits and pieces to it. I'm doing front and back, and I am going to then try and make a three-dimensional bird's nest, and I'm going to use those leaves and things that we've made in previous videos. So yeah, the first part one, we popped all of that down on there to start, and part two, here is where we try and make it nesty. So we're needle felting into that orange background. We're using our leaves that we've made in previous videos. And it's all a bit of a hodgepodge at the moment, but the idea is that it will come together. Now I'm using one of those leaves I've just shown you here now, and I'm popping that out on the edge. Because wouldn't a bird's nest be full of feathers and leaves and bits and pieces of things that the bird picks up to weave into the nest? In fact, we've got all kinds of things here. I've got bits of wool, I've got bits of netting, I have bits of fabric, I have pre-felted leaves and feathers, and what's this one? Maybe some sari silk threads. They're going in there, and they won't felt in that well, but I'll just put a very fine smear, shall we say, of wool roving over the top, and then we can trap it with our needle, up down, plenty of stabbing involved, which luckily I like. Now we used this white lacy stuff earlier, but I have some brown. I'm going to pop that in as well. I think it'll really help, because I'm still got lots of different colours in there, haven't I? But I think I have faith it'll be all right. I've started to blend all of those colours together a bit by using some rusty colours and some orangey gold colours that were in that background felt that we use, that wool felt. And look at it. I think we're really onto something here. And here's the other side. That's the inside. It's great that at this stage I can pick it up and work on either side on a nice flat surface. And but pretty soon we're going to have to get that three-dimensional thing happening like we had planned. And let's hope it all goes together as I expect. Right, so I'm going to swap that flat piece of felt for this rounded one. I just sort of made that out of a block by chopping little bits out. There's that sponge I was showing you earlier. Don't really need it. I just thought it would be a good idea. So I'm just going to, join it where I want it to be. Those bits that we left out. And hope that we get a nice little bird's nesty shape out of it. But we're still able to felt because this is sponge underneath. So, we can still build it up. That was just a surface layer. So I'll be doing plenty of this to start with. Making sure everything's down nicely. Then, bits like this, I'll be trying to mold them the way I want them. I may not be absolutely happy to do that, but then I can pop something else over the top, which will make them happy to felt in. See, like this. Actually, I couldn't see where I'd done it there. There it is. try and hide those little seams a bit. I'm just tacking them together at the moment to see if this idea is going to work at all. We're folding these edges over top of each other, and we're just popping some wool roving or whatever over it, just to make it stay in that shape that we want. I can do a couple of stitches if I want to make it easier on myself, and then just do it in the round like that. But that is the shape that I want for my little nest. You can see. Nice. Alright, well, you've got the techniques. Right now I'm going to nearly finish it, I think, rather than have you watch me all the way. We'll see how we go. So I'm folding it and tucking it, and I want you to be rounded, and that's why we cut those bits out, so that we weren't putting a big fold in there. And it will stick eventually. Luckily I love stabbing. I find it very therapeutic. So by layering it up, and then I can do it on this side. So you can easily flip from side to side, inside and outside, as you please. Now I also want to show you that you really don't need to have that round. I just cut it because I wanted to see how that would work, but I could also just use a flat ordinary sponge, and if you didn't want a felt, you can just hold that open there. So I was just showing you that you can do it on a flat one as well, just, you know. Now it may have been simpler to just do this with wet felting and molded it over a shape, but I just wanted to experiment with it flat. Just start to build up your layers as you can, and it ends up quite pretty. It is a very tatty nest, but I think nests should be, really. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to press like and subscribe if you haven't already, and make your own nest. They're good fun. Thanks again for watching.